Hey guys, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video today, you might be doing some research on the SMA blueprint by David and Derek. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to review the SMMA blueprint, and then you can decide whether or not you want to start a social media marketing agency and what this program is all about. Okay, because there are a lot of SMMA courses out there, and what's the difference between David and Derek's program compared to a lot of those out there, right? So before I actually go into the review, and this is actually a really nice page. These guys have done a really good job. I mean, they're super professional. They obviously know what they're doing. Let me explain what the SMMA blueprint is because you may not even know that, right? So there are a lot of different ways to make money online, and creating a social media marketing agency is one of those ways. And essentially, all you're doing is you're getting clients in the offline world. So you're finding people like hairdressers, restaurateurs, construction companies, service companies, and you're basically going to them, you're pitching them on your business, and you're telling them that you can help them to generate more leads through different places like Facebook, Google, Instagram, and all these different methods of marketing online. That's all it is, right? And then these clients will pay you a retainer, for example, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, and that's really where you're making the money. Okay, so in terms of David and Derek's course, if you kind of go to the bottom, they give you a full layout of what their program is about. Now, just understand that this is a global business, so you can start this from anywhere in the world, which is pretty cool, right? Just like most internet businesses can. And also, the nice thing about this program is that it is it's a very deep program, so it's not a small program, guys, right? There's over 70 videos. It's shot very well, which is what I like. I generally like programs where the production quality is very high because it means that these guys actually care about how their students are learning, which is really important, right? But it's not a short program, okay? It's 70 videos long. It's very detailed. There's weekly live Q&A calls where you'll meet up with David and Derek to ask any questions you want. They have a private Facebook group where you can also hang out and ask questions as well. And I just want to go to the module so that you can have a little glimpse of what the program is really about, okay? You may have already seen this, but I'm not going to cover them all. But I just wanted to breeze through them so that you understand what you're getting inside of the program, right? So first of all, they explain exactly what the SMMA blueprint is. Okay, how do you get set up? What is their professional background? How do you actually create a 50,000 per month agency? By the way, it's not super simple to do that. Okay, now obviously these guys have been doing it for a long time. They're very successful, but to create a 50,000 US dollar per month profit SMMA agency is not the easiest thing, and I'm going to explain why in a second. But this is what they've been able to do. Okay. So they talk about all the methodology, the setup, and what I like about the SMMA blueprint is they do really focus on teaching you how to set up a real business. See, the problem with the internet these days is a lot of people don't really teach you how to set up a real business online. They'll teach you little strategies that you can kind of plug and play together, stitch here and there, but it's not a real business, right? So these guys really talk about real business principles, how to get set up, how to incorporate your agency, how to set up processes, all really good stuff, right? How to hire people, how to scale the business. These are things that a lot of courses will never really teach you how to set up. They talk about setting up the G Suite and your agency's email, which is really cool because in the real world, I come from a corporate background. I've been in corporate for 15 years, so I appreciate a lot of the stuff that these guys are teaching because that's what you really learn in the corporate world, right? Let's talk about getting clients. So this is really the crux of everything, and I want to explain this to you so that you understand what you're getting yourself into when setting up an SMMA agency. Okay, so really this is all about how do you get clients to believe that you can deliver this service to them, right? So the whole thing about setting up a digital marketing, social media marketing agency, right, is you need to go out there and convince people that they need your service. Okay, so you need to go to a plumber, you need to go to a hairdresser, you need to go to a restaurant, and you need to basically convince them that they need social media marketing in order to get more foot traffic to come to their business. Okay, that's essentially what this is, right? So it's an offline model, but you're helping people to get leads and new customers online. That's all it is, right? But the big part is that you really need to be able to speak to clients, get good at cold calling, get good at presentations, get good at closing the clients. This is a skill in and of itself, if that makes sense, right? And so if you're not good at sales, then unfortunately this is probably not the best business model for you. Okay, but just understand, look, psychology of sales, tools to get them, auditing the outreach, speaking to people, closing them, the pricing, how you're going to price your services, all that stuff. And then after that, you have to fulfill the service. Okay, so now fulfilling the service is really all about how do you get more leads and customers for your clients, right? So how do you find more people for a plumbing service? How do you find more people for a restaurant service? These are some of your clients, right? So the cool thing that I like about the SMMA blueprint is they cover a few different traffic strategies. They cover Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Snapchat, and even a little bit of LinkedIn, which is very cool because most other SMMA blueprints or SMMA courses that I've reviewed, they only cover Facebook, which sucks. Okay, Facebook is great. But the problem with Facebook is Facebook loves to shut down ad accounts. It's just a normal thing. Ask any experienced marketer and they'll tell you that they've probably had their Facebook account shut down at least once. I've had 4 Facebook ad accounts shut down. So if you're just learning Facebook, you're screwed. Okay. Now the beauty about the SMMA blueprint is they teach you a few other ones as well: Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Snapchat, and a little bit of LinkedIn, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I like that about this program, and this is a very detailed segment. You can see here email marketing, Facebook, Google, YouTube, Snapchat, all that great stuff. And the other cool thing is they allow you to have some of their templates so you can hit the ground running and you can drive more traffic into those templates and hopefully close more sales, right? Then they talk about scaling your agency, right? Because that's important. Look, if you want to hit anywhere close to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, and they talk about making 50,000 US dollars profit per month, right? It's important for you to scale your business, okay? Now, how do you do that? Now, with an agency model, unfortunately, you're going to have to hire people. That's the only way to scale, because as an individual, it's very, very difficult to scale to really big numbers because you're just one person. That's just the way the model works, okay? All agency models work like that. So in order for you to scale, you have to either hire virtual assistants or you have to hire staff to work with you. Now, the staff could be in your home, it could be in your office, or they could be a virtual assistant working somewhere, somewhere else in the world, right? But the fact still remains that you must hire people, otherwise you cannot scale the business, because this is a human business. That means you must have additional humans to increase your production. I hope that makes sense, all right? So just understand that this is the type of business model where if you want to get to the big numbers, you have to hire. You have to build a team. There's no two ways about it. Now, the great thing is that these guys will actually teach you how to do that, right? What are the scripts? How do you hire? How do you use Fiverr? How do you use Upwork? How do you, use virtual assistants to hire more people? But just understand that that is something that you need to do. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how much this is going to cost and how this all works, right? So it's not a super expensive program. It's $749, which on the grand scheme of things is pretty affordable. Okay, look, I mean, you're learning to create, if you're earning like 40,000 US dollars a month, that's pretty good. Okay, most people don't even earn anywhere close to that. You'll be a 1% earner in the world, right? However, it's still gonna be, you're gonna still have to put in a lot of work in order to grow a business like this, right? Price point wise, it's fine. I mean, I've seen programs that cost $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for teaching you how to build an SMMA business. Okay, so $749 or 3 payments of $627 per month over 3 months is not expensive at all. Now they do have a refund policy. It's only 14 days though, so it's not 30 days, right? It is conditional. Okay, I'm fine with conditional refunds. I have my own programs. I do conditional refunds because it's important that you go through the program. Look, if you're gonna buy the SMMA blueprint and then you're gonna refund after checking it out for like 1 minute, then don't buy the program, right? Then that means you're not serious. Okay, so for them, you need to watch at least 20% of the program. And if you're not satisfied, they'll give you 100% of a refund, but it has to be within 14 days. I think that's completely fair. I mean, these guys have put in a lot of work into their program, so if you're fooling around, don't get into the program. But if you're serious, then this is a good program on SMMA marketing. Okay, so here's my 2 cents on SMMA. Right? Look, if you want to build a social media marketing agency where you're going to be able to go out there, get clients, learn how to do digital marketing, and then deliver those services to them, then this is a great program. It's very detailed, it's shot very well. David and Derek know exactly what they're talking about, right? So it's a good SMMA program, right? But here is my 2 cents on building an agency online, right? This is essentially a digital agency, right? I've been around marketing for a long time, 12 plus years, okay? And for me, if you're going to be making an income on the internet, you want to be doing something where you don't necessarily have to hire people and you don't necessarily have to go out there and close business, okay? Because most people suck at sales. That's just the truth. Now, you can learn it, it's a learnable skill, but having to go out there and pitch restaurant owners or hairdresser owners or supermarket owners, I mean, that's not an easy skill to do. I can do it no problem because I've been in sales my whole life, right? But most average people on the street, to learn that skill is not easy, okay? So just understand that when you build an SMMA business, there are 3 pillars that you have to get good at. The first pillar is you have to get really good at closing people. You have to find them, you have to close them, and you have to pitch to them and present to them, okay? So that's the first thing. If you don't like that, you're not gonna like this business model. The second thing that you have to get really good at is you have to get really good at marketing, right? So if you're a beginner and you have zero marketing skills, then you're going to find it difficult because you have to get good at Facebook, you're going to have to get good at Google, you're going to have to get good at LinkedIn, YouTube, and you have to learn how to build your sales funnels out. That's really important, right? So the marketing pillar is a pillar on its own. The third pillar is you have to deliver to your clients, because remember, the way that you make money in an SMMA agency is you have to deliver leads and sales to your clients, right? Which means that you always have that pressure of delivering. They're paying you a retainer, don't forget. They're paying you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 every month for you to deliver clients to them. And if you can't deliver, you're big time screwed because they're going to get pissed off. You're going to have a lot of very difficult conversations, right? And they're going to cancel. Does that make sense, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to be 100% clear on what building a social media agency is all about, okay? There are 3 pillars: getting the clients, closing them, getting really good at marketing, and then delivering on your promise. 3 pillars that you have to get really, really good at. And for that reason, I don't think that SMMA is the best industry out there. However, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people that have been very successful building social media agencies, and you can scale really, really big. But in order to do that, you have to get good at all 3 pillars, and you have to hire people. That means you got to interview people, you have to build a team, you might need to get offices. I mean, that's just the business model, okay? And if you're okay with that, then the SMMA Blueprint by Derek and David is an awesome program, all right? Just understand what you're getting into, that's all right? But look, if you're here right now, maybe you're looking around on how to generate income online. Maybe you're not fully sold on the social media marketing agency blueprint. You just want to make money online and you just came across this website, which is why you're doing research right now on YouTube, okay? Look, I've been around for a long time, 12 plus years, okay? I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I've tried literally 90% of business models out there. Affiliate marketing, drop shipping, e-commerce, MLM online, top tier sales, social, survey websites, GPT websites, you name it, I've tried it, all right? And out of all the business models, I still find that selling digital courses to people all over the world is still the best business model. Why? Because it's the lowest cost business model. It's the most straightforward. You don't have to close clients. You don't have to go out there and do meetings. You don't have to service any clients. You literally just get good at marketing and you sell digital courses globally to everyone all over the world. Profit margins are way higher. You don't have to hire a team. You can be a solopreneur and still create a multiple 6-figure business. It's one of the best businesses out there, right? Which is why by April 2019, I quit my full-time job. I was tripling my monthly salary and I was doing very well in corporate. I used to wear a suit to work every single day for 15 years. So in order for me to quit that job, I had to do well online, right? Tripling my monthly salary every single month. So the last time I worked in a full-time job for somebody else was in April 2019. This is my home office where I work from every single day. And now I've got thousands of students all over the world where I teach them this skill of affiliate marketing, okay? So if you're here and you're like, I want to start an agency, I want to do the SMMA thing, then get into SMMA Blueprint. It's a great program, right? Derek and David know exactly what they're talking about. But if you're someone who's like, I'm still not decided, Aaron, I'm looking for a way, what's the best way to make money online? What's the easiest way? What's the most direct way? What's the lowest cost way? I highly recommend you check out affiliate marketing. It is the most straightforward way that I know after trying tons of programs. You know, in the first 8 years, I failed really miserably. I spent over 100,000 US dollars trying lots of different models, spending money on ads, going to masterminds, having like, 20 different mentors. I mean, it was the most difficult time in my life trying to figure out how to make money on the internet. Affiliate marketing was the thing that finally allowed me to go big. Okay, it's the most profitable business model I know out there, right? Because you don't have to create your own products. You literally just get free products from different networks, and you just focus on marketing. That's it. Very straightforward, very scalable. You can get to multiple six figures just by being one person, and that's the beauty about affiliate marketing. So if you would like to check out affiliate marketing, I've got a free workshop that you can check out. It's just right below this video. Okay, you'll see a little ticker that's coming up right now. Just below that, in the description box, click on that link. It's going to lead you to my website, enter your best email address, and I'm going to send you this free workshop training directly to your email. Okay, check your spam folder, because sometimes email ends up in spam, and watch the training, enjoy it. I know you're going to love it. It's really going to open your eyes to what are some of the options and why affiliate marketing is the industry that you should get into today, right? It's a $12 billion industry. A lot of people don't know about it. It's the most straightforward, and I'm going to show you all the little tips and tricks that you need to learn in order to build a multiple six-figure business. Go from zero to multiple six figures. I'm going to show you how to do that, all right? So I hope you enjoyed this review today. I hope to see you on the workshop. Take care to you, and all the best.